I really don't care. What matters for me and what matters for millions of people in this country is the results we get from our politicians. The results we get from Boris are pretty good.
Are you serious? So it looks like the Tories are now so desperate to find someone to defend Boris Johnson breaking the law and lying about it in Parliament that they're now resorting to going to ex-MPs.
You said that you're pretty sure that Boris Johnson, he did break the rules. He must have broken the rules. Do you mean the ministerial code rules about knowingly misleading Parliament? Do you believe that now we know what we know, he's been fined, he did break the law, that you do believe that, as you said quite casually in a way, that that you think he did break the ministerial code, but actually that in itself shouldn't be enough to make him resign? Is that what you're saying? I just want to be clear.
Rhonda, I don't care. I really don't care. What matters for me and what matters for millions of people in this country is the results we get from our politicians. The results we get from Boris are pretty good.
Are you fucking serious? Are you serious? Are you fucking serious?
The results we get from Boris are pretty good. The results we get from Boris are pretty good. The results we get from Boris are pretty good. The results we get from Boris are pretty good. The results we get from Boris are pretty good.
She's off her rocker, this one. She's bloody Edwina Currie. She's off her rocker, I swear. She must have just necked those 2 bottles of gin that are hanging up on the shelf behind her. At least she don't give a shit. She's just parading them behind. Most of these Tory twats would cover that up with a British flag. But, I mean, you got to be drunk, I guess, to defend this bollocks, don't you? No one can defend this bollocks sober.
I have to say, Edwina, I admire your frankness in saying that you don't care if it is the case that a serving Prime Minister knowingly misled Parliament. I mean, what does that say about where we are today in our political climate?
Well,
that a former MP can say quite calmly.
I don't mind a lawbreaker, and I don't care about a liar.
Dickie Madeley, good old Dickie Madeley. No, he's not for everyone, old Richard Madeley. Mainly I enjoy him for his Alan Partridge-style reporting.
Unless he's born evil, unless he's the Damien child, and he knew exactly what he was doing.
That's a really mess still in the meantime.
Have we got these Marmite Easter eggs?
I don't
dislike it. I hate it. She made some Easter bunnies for her little girl this week, and the heads all fell off.
The heads fell off.
Decapitated.
I need to practice. It's going to be so exciting.
How often do your fellas change their? I don't mean change their underwear. What price do you put on your pet's care? Is there a point where you say, too expensive, the dog has to die?
Too expensive, the dog has to die. Now, like I say, he's not for everyone, Madeley, but what you can't deny is the guy's got a point here. The point is that he lied in Parliament. Of course it's important that he was having these parties. Of course it's important he broke the law. But the most important thing, that was a quick green light. The most important thing is that he knowingly lied in Parliament. And you can't defend that. You can't. It's inexcusable, and he has to go. When you're in a relationship, yeah, and someone lies to you, you can't trust them after that. The relationship has to dissolve, and this is the same. But they'll try and defend it. They always try and defend it. Shapps is the other one they always wheel out, and they always wheel him out. Owen Paterson, illegal lobbying, Will Shapps out, he'll defend it. Bloody dodgy donations for decorating number 10 flat, Will Shapps out, he'll have a go. Shapps, they found out about the dodgy PPE contracts. Oh God, not again.
75% of the public feel that he continually and deliberately lied. How can he remain in office as an honourable man? I'm guessing from what you're saying, you think he is an honourable man.
I do. I'm not saying that the Prime Minister isn't a flawed individual. We're all flawed in different ways.
These aren't flaws. It's not about flaws, Shapps, okay? Flaws are forgetting to send your mum a card on her birthday or letting someone down last minute for a date. So those are flaws, yeah? This is a sitting Prime Minister that knowingly lied in Parliament, committed a crime and then lied about it in Parliament. It's a little bit different to letting someone down last minute because you're going to go grab a pint. It's not flaws.
We all the question is, did somebody set out to do these things with malice?
Yes, it was malice. It was premeditated.
His fictional party was a business meeting. And it was not socially distanced.
And then you got this Michael Fabricant, who I like to call Michael Fabricant. This guy, man, he's a caricature of a Tory MP, isn't it? He's like a clone. It's like, right, let's just turn up Tory toff boy twat to the max, put some stupid blonde hair, and then you've got superhero Tory toff boy twat. This guy is a prick.
I don't think that at any time he thought that he was breaking the law. I think that at the time he thought, just like many teachers and nurses, who after a very, very long shift would tend to go back to the staff room and have a quiet drink, which is more or less what he has done.
Shut up, Fabricant, you fucking waste of space, you absolute arrogant prick. You have no grip on reality. You have no idea. You do not live in the real world. All right, my wife was a nurse during the whole of the pandemic. Do you know what she done after she finished work? She raced straight back home. She pushed me into the living room because she didn't want to give me COVID, went straight into the shower and had a COVID shower, as she put it, to wipe off the COVID, and then she goes straight to bed. That's what nurses do after a 12-hour shift. They don't go... This guy is like living in a parallel universe, man. Okay, I mean, even when there's not a pandemic on, nurses do not go and get drunk in their staff room. Okay, they might meet for a drink after work, but they don't meet up in the staff room and have a few drinks. It's an absolute joke, man. This guy just is living in some sort of... Well, all Tory MPs are living in a dream world. But what's the deal with all this, man? Why... Are you crossing? I thought that woman was about to cross in. It's pretty nice. It scared me a bit. See, I am concentrating on the road. Any of you lot that say, oh, you can't do this while you're driving, my full concentration is on the road, okay? I may sway on my hands a bit, but, you know, it's an automatic electric van. I don't have to change gear. Anyway, wrong rant. So why are they sticking by Boris? Why are they sticking by Johnson? For me, it's obvious. I mean, I've been saying this for months. They're obviously just hanging on to him to take as much shit as possible, and they'll change leaders 6 months before the next election. It has to be what they're doing. They're not going to stick by him for the next election. No way. What do you guys think? There's more to come. You know, there's some new Tory slander and scandal every single week. So Boris Johnson's there to absorb all of it, and then they'll change. God knows what leader they'll have, but it won't be now. It will be 6 months before the next election. Thoughts, as always, guys. Look at this gorgeous, beautiful bank holiday weekend. I hope you're going to all have a good weekend. My wife, who's a nurse, will be working throughout both bank holidays, today and Monday, working hard, not getting pissed in a staff room like they do at number 10. Anyway, till next time, take care.